watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
Well, as you know, there's really been nothing easy about this winter and spring so far. Today, middle of April, we get snow that, at least in my yard, accumulated a little bit. Just a dusting sticking to the ground. Big, wet, heavy snowflakes. Now some sunshine out there, and the rewind of Storm Track Live shows that the precip is done. The rain-snow mix that we saw earlier today is over. We're going to clear out here as the night wears on, or continue to clear out. We have mostly clear skies out there for most of West Michigan right now. Those of you that still have cloud cover, you'll see that erode here over the next several hours. Here in Holland, you can see the sun glistening on the windshields of cars in the parking lot here at Boatworks Restaurant. Also a little bit of a glint off Lake Makatawa, where we have temperatures that are still a bit on the chilly side. You can see the temperatures vary pretty widely here from north to south. 43 now in Big Rapids, 55 here in Kalamazoo, 55 Sturgis, and we're already into the 60s here across Berrien County. Our forecast high for today is 55. And we're actually going to come very close to hitting that as this warm air continues to move northward. But as predicted, that high is going to come very late in the day. Here we are after 6 o'clock, and temperatures are still climbing. To give you an example, the 5 o'clock temperature here in Grand Rapids was 46, and now it's 49. If you take a typical day, looking at climate normals, our temperatures are at this time of year, this time of day, starting to cool down, and the opposite is happening. We still have a couple of degrees yet to climb here before the night is over, or at least before the evening is over. Here's our 24-hour forecast. Skies stay mostly sunny here through sunset, which is about 15 minutes after 8, and then later tonight the clouds are going to cloud up. Or the clouds will thicken up, I should say. You can see the thicker deck of cloud cover here. Southeast winds still fairly strong, southeast 10 to 20, so that's going to take that warm air that's to our south and continue to filter it into West Michigan here toward daybreak tomorrow. Our rain forecast shows that we're dry overnight, but once we get into the day tomorrow, after daybreak, midday into the afternoon, notice how these numbers really start to climb. We could pick up easily a quarter of an inch of rain, if not more, through the mid-morning, midday, afternoon, and early evening tomorrow before we get a little bit of a break from that coming up during the day on Tuesday. So at least moderate rainfall coming up tomorrow. The heaviest of it looks like it comes in again Wednesday night into Thursday. And this is probably just going to exacerbate the existing flooding situation that's out there. Quarter inch tomorrow possible, just light rain showers here Wednesday and most of Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, I should say. And it's important to note that this 50% chance of rain we're forecasting for Tuesday, that's mainly south of Grand Rapids. Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, you have a good chance of seeing the rain. Farther north, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Big Rapids, you have a better chance of staying dry here on Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms and heavy rain a possibility here for Thursday. And then the cool weather returns. We're cooling back down to the mid-40s to low 40s Friday and Saturday, and we could even see some light snow. So this winter-like weather is not quite over yet. And putting this in perspective, Monday's highs are going to vary pretty wildly from south to north. Warm in the south, cooler in the north. Our current Storm Team 8 forecast for Grand Rapids, 61. That'll be our high tomorrow. And this will tie for the second latest 60-degree temperature in recorded weather history here in Grand Rapids. If we don't hit 60 for tomorrow, if we wait till April 17th, that will be the latest in a calendar year we've ever hit 60 degrees. So it's really putting this cool in perspective. I want to rewind and show you temperatures so far this April. You can see the calendar days noted on the bottom of the screen there. Only 2 days so far this month have been at or above normal temperatures, and just barely. You can see a 59 and a 58 on there. The rest of this month has been downright chilly. Tomorrow's forecast again is to hit the low 60s. But people are ready for that, I suspect.
I suspect they are, judging by the response we get when we see any snowflakes at this stage in the game. But you know, the flooding, it's all coming from people who have been there before. It's not really people who aren't used to it.
Right, and we've got more than half a dozen counties that are under flood advisories and warnings right now. I mean, you know who you are, you know what to expect. The good news is with that quarter inch of rain, that's not a downpour, but that could at least keep things status quo. A little break coming Tuesday and Wednesday, and as I mentioned in my 8th day, I'm concerned about Thursday. We could see some pretty heavy rain, which could likely exacerbate this existence. I call it nuisance flooding. Of course, if it's encroaching on your yard right now, that might be more of a nuisance, but it's not a threat to life and property. But Thursday could bring us some pretty heavy rain.
All right, keep an eye on it. Thank you, Kyle.